Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Week 5 is officially in the books. Incredible Serie A weekend. Some big games. Inter, Milan, Juventus, Napoli, Fiorentina, Lazio. Some unexpected results. Como Atalanta. Yes, they played today. Postponed yesterday because of the bad weather in Italy. Guys, Como pulls it off. They beat Atalanta 3-2. 3 unanswered goals. Atalanta can only score late in the second half at the 99th minute with Lookman to make it 3-2. Too little, too late. A defeat for Atalanta, the first win for Como in Serie A, their first 3 points. Gasperini said it after the game. He found that his team looked very tired, a lot of tired players out there. After the Arsenal game, they spent a lot of energy. Too bad, so sad. A defeat for Atalanta, big victory for Como. Then we had Torino, Verona. Torino beats Verona 3-2, and you're going to say, why are we talking about Torino? Guys, for the first time in 47 years, Torino is first in Serie A. Capolista with 11 points, one of the remaining undefeated teams in Serie A this season, only 3 left, Torino, Juventus, and Empoli. Torino, guys, so far, good defensively, don't give up too many goals. Milinkovic-Savic is playing well. Yes, he gave up 2 goals this week. We're going to see in the Fantacalcio video. But overall, playing very, very well. Then we had Cagliari, Empoli. Empoli wins 2-0. Like I said, one of the remaining undefeated teams with Juventus and Torino. Cagliari, no goals in their last 3 games, only 2 points. Empoli, their best ever Serie A start, 2 wins, 3 draws. Then we had the Juventus-Napoli game. Highly anticipated, the return of Conte. We were expecting a big game, lots of occasions, some goals. At the end, a big flop, a big teaser for nothing. It ends 0-0. Not even the return of Conte animated the tifosi bianconeri. Like, they weren't very excited to see him there. They didn't care. And so, guys, it ends 0-0. Thiago Motta still undefeated, yes. However, Juventus hasn't scored a goal in their last 3. Vlahovic is becoming a problem. He can't score goals. They're going to have to find a way to make it happen because, yes, good start to the season. Yes, undefeated, but we're starting to see signs of some Allegri stuff, because if these would have been results that Allegri would have gotten, they would have said, hey, you see, you can't play, blah, 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 blah. Thiago Motta, benefit of the doubt, only 5 games in, but Vlahovic is starting to become a problem. On the other hand, Conte, Napoli, first game was horrible. Since then, they've been playing pretty well. Typical Conte team. A very hard-working team on the field. They never give up. They're always biting at your heels, nipping at your heels. And so, guys, it's going to come at the end. Both teams settle for the 0-0 draw, and they don't hurt each other. But I think the anticipation was a lot more for these 2 teams and for this game. Roma-Udine. It ends 3-0 for Roma, a big win for Roma and Juric. A couple of days before, Fredkin's Roma firing De Rossi, the fans were ready to explode. Instead, Juric, guys, lots of fortitude, Juric. Why? Keeps the entire calciomercato, except for Dovbyk, on the bench. Sule, bench. Kone, bench. Hummels, bench. Hermoso, bench. And at the end, they win 3-0 against a very tough Udinese team. Like, it wasn't a given result. Udinese last weekend had finished first in Serie A with 10 points. They're equal with Udine, only a point with Napoli, only a point behind Torino. So a very good start to this season for Udinese. A bit like last season. Hopefully they won't fall off and have to battle for the relegation. But so far, so good. Monza, Bologna, 2-0 for Bologna. Fiorentina, 2-1 against Lazio, a comeback victory. They go down in the first half against Gila and Lazio. The second half, it is the good Monson show. Yes, he finally plays a game for Fiorentina, comes in, scores 2 goals, one at the 91st minute to give the victory to Fiorentina. Did I put him in my lineup in the Fantacalcio? That is the big question. And the big answer is, of course, no. Why would I have? I put somebody else. And so I lost 13 points, guys. 13 points. Venezia, Genoa. Venezia wins 2-0. Lecce, Parma 2-2. And of course, then we had Inter and Milan, the big derby. Must win for Milan and Fonseca. Fonseca having the courage to change it up, going with a 4-4-2, a modified 4-4-2 that in reality was a 4-2-4, which in reality was a 4-2-3-1. Why? Same players, the only difference is that Morata played as a trequartista instead of Loftus-Cheek, didn't play as a seconda punta. He was deep in the field. He was going to get those balls back very deep. Of course, that attitude he has, that leadership he has, a must for this Milan team. Abrahams, we haven't seen a Abraham so devoted to a cause in such a long time in Serie A. He's enthusiastic. He's full of energy. Even on the sidelines, you see him screaming after his teammates. He wants them to give them 100%. Like, he wants the result. We need a Tammy Abraham like that on this team. And big victory, a positive victory for Milan. Hopefully it can change their season around. On the other hand, Inter è sembrata, I don't know. It's like if they took Milan alla leggera. Alla leggera, a bit sottotono l'Inter, especially seeing the results of the games so far. Of course, Inter, good start to the season, great performance against Manchester City. Milan got destroyed against Liverpool, started to the season very hard. 6 derbies in a row, 1 for Inter. I think they underestimated Milan a bit. And so Milan playing their best game of the season, they come out with 3 points. And at this point, Milan and Inter have the same amount of points. Milan is only a point behind Juventus and only 2 points behind Napoli. So to say that Milan is having a horrible start to the season, guys, it takes one victory to change everything around. So hopefully Milan can keep it up. Hopefully the other teams keep dropping points. And so here is La Classifica, the left-hand side, 1 through 10. Torino, first spot with 11 points. Napoli, 10 points. Udinese at 10 points. Fourth spot, Juve with 9. Empoli with 9. Sixth spot, Inter with 8 points. Milan with 8 points. Lazio with 7 points. Roma coming back on the left-hand side with 6 points at position number 9. And closing off the top 10, Verona with 5 points. La retrocessione, we have Venezia with 4 points. We have Monza, who's having a horrible start to the season with 3 points. And Cagliari with 2. We talked about it, only 2 points for them. Guys, it's going to be tough for these teams. So hopefully they can get it together. It's still very early, only 5 games in. So let me know what you think in the comments. Of course, Milano Rossonero, so happy about it. Have a great soccer day.